After watching the new Wolverine trailer and not knowing who some of his villains were, that made me question my fandom. Like, who am I really? Am I really a fan? If I don't know these people, am I really a fan? Of course I can read the comics, but let's just speed things up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So look, we're gonna go through this video right now. It's called Which Superhero Has the Most Dangerous Villains? I'm gonna start wasting y'all time and let's get straight to it.
Batman, Spider-Man, Superman, who has the most dangerous rogues gallery in comics?
And comment down below, who do you think has the most dangerous villains?
We're gonna tell you. What's up, my comic comrades? The world of comic books has given us many awesome rogues galleries, and we're gonna break down which hero has the most dangerous and powerful rogues gallery in comics. This is gonna be a lot of fun, so let's jump right in. Now, when you think of rogues galleries in comic books, two automatically come to mind: Batman and Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It is no question that these two have the best group of villains to ever hit the pages of a comic book. And that's not just my opinion, that's basically a universally agreed upon statement in the world of nerding.
Yeah.
And this is because the sheer amount of unique, diverse, and fleshed out villains Batman and Spider-Man have. But just because their villains are awesome, does that make them the most dangerous? Well, let's take a look, starting with Spider-Man. All of Spider-Man's villains are dangerous. I mean, we're talking about the likes of Kraven the Hunter. Anyone who's read Kraven's Last Hunt automatically knows what that means.
Yeah, that boy get down, I'm not gonna lie. He get busy. Kraven gets busy.
And of course, we have Spider-Man's arch nemesis, the Green Goblin, who has tormented Spider-Man more than any other villain. I mean, we're talking about a guy who killed Gwen Stacy, an event that would kick off the Bronze Age of comics, a darker, more mature era. This is also the same guy who faked Aunt May's death. He also killed Peter Parker.
Faked Aunt May's death? Remember when he busted her house?
Finish it! Finish it!
Finish it! Bro, that was insane, bro.
Mary Jane's baby. The point is, he's incredibly dangerous and definitively Spider-Man's. He also killed Peter Parker and Mary Jane's baby. The point.
He didn't do that. He did that? Yo, he gotta die, bro. He gotta die. Did y'all know that? He killed Gwen Stacy. He acted like he killed Aunt May, but in the movie, he killed Aunt May. What the fuck? Then he killed their baby, bro. Oh.
He's incredibly dangerous and definitively Spider-Man's #1 bad guy. Then we also have Dr. Octopus, the dude who literally stole Peter Parker's body, seemingly killing Peter, and ran around the world as the superior Spider-Man. Of course, we also have Vulture, Shocker, Mysterio, Scorpion, the Lizard, Hobgoblin, Rhino, Sandman, Morbius, all of the symbiotes, specifically Venom and Carnage. And
yo, his list is crazy.
As we all know, the symbiotes are crazy dangerous. Hell, because of the symbiotes, the entire Marvel Universe was almost consumed by the King in Black Null, the symbiote god. Dude was so powerful, he took out Celestials. And while we're on the topic of universal threats, the Borg are back in Star Trek Fleet Command. You've heard us talk.
Null is like that? No, get busy like that?
So yeah, Spider-Man's rogues gallery are dangerous, and specific ones are like incredibly powerful. But I still don't think he has the most dangerous villains in all of comic books, collectively speaking. But what about Batman? You could say he has the more popular rogues gallery, especially with Batman holding the record of having the most movie and TV adaptations, meaning the general population is most familiar with his villains. Now, with that said, any comic fan with 2 cents will tell you Batman's villains are incredible. I mean, we're talking about first and foremost the likes of the Joker. The Joker is quite literally the most famous villain in all of fiction. There is no other villain in fiction that is more well known than the Joker. Maybe Darth Vader, but still the Joker. Then we also have other amazing, extremely popular villains, such as Bane, who is incredibly intelligent and strong. So much so, he is known as the guy who broke the bat. You also have Ra's al Ghul, the dude who controls the deadliest assassins to walk the earth. But also, the Mad Hatter, the Riddler, Mr. Freeze, Two-Face, Clayface, Hush, Killer Croc, Hugo Strange, the Penguin, Scarecrow, Deathstroke. I can go on all day. With that said, several of them are incredibly dangerous and powerful, but overall, I think they're far from the most dangerous rogues gallery in comic books, as most of them are street level villains. So let's continue to explore. The rogues gallery that is highly underrated is the Flash's villains. Flash has amazing villains such as Captain Cold, Heat Wave, Captain Boomerang, Mirror Master, Killer Frost, Reverse Flash, and so on. All
Reverse Flash,
but if you want
Reverse Flash, y'all seen that one clip with Reverse Flash? I know it's fake, but it's like, it seems so real.
Remember when you were making out with your first girlfriend? And you came right as she touched your leg? It was me, Barry. I jerked you off at super speed so it'd seem like you nutted at just a woman's touch.
Yo, that clip was insane.
To take it up to the next level, he's also got villains like the Thinker. The Thinker isn't dangerous because of his strength, but he's dangerous because he's one of the smartest characters in all of DC Comics. He uses his brain to enact all of his evil plans. But on top of that, dude also possesses telepathy, telekinesis, and technopathy. The Flash's most deadly villains are the speedster villains, such as Zoom, Godspeed, who's so fast he can be in 2 places at once, and of course, the Reverse Flash. And that's just a few of the evil speedsters that are part of Flash's rogues gallery. But the whole point is any one of them could go back in time and screw up the universe. That's Reverse Flash's whole shtick. He went back in time and killed Barry's mother. Speedster simply put us some of the most dangerous
That is insane to me. You hate a man so much you go back in time to slide on his mom. What the What are we doing?
Characters in all of comics, but I still think we could do better if we're looking for the most dangerous and powerful rogues galleries as a whole. Now, as we continue to narrow in on the most powerful rogues galleries, around this point I feel like it becomes highly debatable, as we're going to be reaching more god tier level villains, such as Thor's villains. First off, we have Mangog. Mangog is the physical embodiment of an entire race that was killed by Odin in a war with Asgard.
What?
He is literally the physical embodiment of 1 billion murdered beings.
Wow.
This is not only one of Thor's greatest threats, it's one of the universe's greatest threats.
Wow.
Then he has Satyr, king of the fire giants. He is essentially a gigantic demon who wields the Twilight Sword that is capable of destroying universes. And let's not forget Gore the God Butcher, and not that atrocity we got in Thor Love and Thunder. You can call that Gore.
I'm not gonna lie, I gotta look more into his character, because I look, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I got, like, me and my bro, we got Under the Influence, bro. Turned on, we didn't go to the theater to see it, but we turned on Disney Plus. I actually enjoyed this movie. Liar! I was cracking up, bro. I think it's because I was, again, but still, I enjoyed it. I watched it the second time sober. Nah, it was trash. It was trash. So what I'm saying is, you rewatch this, but you know what I'm saying?
Gore. Gore the God Butcher is a being that kills gods, hence Gore the God Butcher. And he kills them all over the universe with All Black, the Necro Sword. With this blade, he has killed hundreds of gods, and the more gods he kills with it, the stronger the blade becomes. I mean, I don't know what else I have to say. Gore is literally a god killer. That should tell you why he's dangerous. Not to mention Thor's got Frost Giants, the Midgard Serpent, Loki, and Hela. Dude's got some of the most powerful, threatening bad guys in all of the funny pages. So this is definitely a contender. You could say Thor has the most dangerous and powerful villains in comics, and it's like, yeah, I could see that, but guess what? The X-Men villains are pretty damn ruthless, powerful, and dangerous as well. I mean, we have Madeline Pryor. She is Cyclops' first wife, Cable's mother, and the clone of Jean Grey, created by Mr. Sinister. She's also an Omega level telepath because she's a clone of Jean Grey. Then of course we got Magneto, another Omega level mutant, who is the master of magnetism. Dude can even deflect Mjolnir by manipulating its metals. Of course we got Apocalypse, one of the most powerful mutants to have ever lived. Speaking of biggest threats, they have Dark Phoenix, the reality warping all powerful Dark Phoenix, who has been a thorn in the X-Men side ever since she first appeared in the early 60s. Then they have Mr. Sinister. Dude definitely holds up to his namesake. We're currently seeing him in the Sins of Sinister story, where he plans to take over the entire Marvel universe. He basically made everyone a semi-clone of himself, which has been enabling him to do things like take out the Scarlet Witch, the Eternals, Asgard, the Avengers, and pretty much everyone else. So do the X-Men have some of the most dangerous and powerful villains in all comic books? I would say so, because we're just cracking the surface. They have other massive threats like Nimrod, Shadow King, Sebastian Shaw, and more. But let's keep going. Another powerful rogues gallery is Superman's. I mean, we're talking about the likes of Brainiac, General Zod, Mongol, Cyborg Superman, Bizarro, Parasite, Lex Luthor, freaking Doomsday, the monster that killed him, and Darkseid. Yes, Darkseid is a Justice League villain, but he's also a solo Superman villain. You got Lex Luthor, who is brilliant, and because of that is a massive threat. And then you have the fifth dimensional imp, Mix Yes Spitlick. I mean, we're talking about threats that give Superman a run for his money. You got Brainiac, a techno-organic being that has a 12th level intellect, as well as incredibly advanced technology. Dude's whole thing is he travels among the multiverse, trying to gain knowledge by shrinking down the worlds he finds, capturing them. Then you have General Zod, who's essentially just like Superman, as he's also Kryptonian. But believe it or not, he's a better fighter, as he was the general of the Kryptonian army. Then there's Doomsday. Do I really have to say anything? He's the guy who killed Superman. There's also Bizarro, who's basically an unintelligent mention Superman, and Mixia Spitlick, who is literally one of the most powerful characters in all of comic books. He can warp reality with a single thought. So yes, I would say to anyone who says Superman has one of the most powerful rogues galleries in all of comic books, you're correct. For the next rogues gallery, we got Marvel's first family, the Fantastic Four. I just gotta name a few of their villains to get the point across. First up, Galactus. He's the devourer of worlds. He straight up travels the universe, eating worlds so he can survive. Whole worlds. Eats them. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Then you got Dr. Doom, one of the most badass villains to ever hit the pages of a comic book. This guy is such a threat and so dangerous, he stole the Beyonders' powers on more than one occasion. The Beyonders, you know, the beings that are omnipotent, yeah, Doom took their powers. Then you have Kang the Conqueror. Kang is such a threat, he has a trophy room of all the different villains and heroes he's defeated throughout the multiverse. Just look at this trophy room. Crazy. And the last one I'll mention is Molecule Man. You know how everything is made up of molecules? Yeah, this guy controls that, making him one of the most dangerous characters ever. Now, when you consider all of these, we think it's the X-Men's enemies list that tops them all on the most dangerous list. There are just too many Omega-level world-destroying mutants and big bads to overcome, placing them as king of the mountain in our book. So while Spider-Man and Batman's rogues galleries tend to be the most popular, it's the X-Men who have the greatest challenge on their hands. Although you could also make a strong argument for rogues galleries like Thor, the Fantastic Four, and Superman. So sound off in the comments and let us know who you think takes the top spot. And that's gonna bring to—
Hey man, that was very interesting. I learned a little bit more about, you know, their rogue galleries. Comment down below on who you think had the most dangerous one. Right now, I'm leaning towards, it might have to go to X-Men, but I do enjoy Fantastic Fours though too, like Dr. Doom. Like, come on, bro. Dr. Doom, Kang the Conqueror, and also Galactus. That's OD. But that's my reaction. It's your boy Ochi from No Network, and I'm out.